Boom shakalaka. What's up, guys? Randall here from Crypto Love, and today we have a news episode. Could potentially be one of the last episodes on the road. Might be back in the Crypto Love studios before long. However, tonight there will be an after Lisk Relaunch event recap. So look forward to that. But this news episode, before we get started in it, just want to say thank you to everyone subscribing. Thank you to everyone mashing on that like button. And guys, if you want to find out how to win a free Ledger Nano S, stay tuned. Now, we'll start with the news. All right. First news article today. Bitcoin breaks 11,000 as new support forms and analysts turn bullish. It's funny because just yesterday, everybody was bearish. And then they were bullish before that and bearish before that and bullish. You know, it's just crazy. If you look in the short term, if you look in the day-to-day, all over the place. Over the long term, yeah, probably going up, probably doing well. So I don't worry too much about all that stuff. But I just love how everybody just watches what Tone Vays says about what Bitcoin's going to do. And they just take his word as gospel. I would too. Man, he is a very convincing speaker. I saw him in Singapore, and yeah, awesome. Absolutely awesome. But yeah, so that's great news. If Bitcoin turns bullish, that means we're all in for another Bitcoin bull run, make lots of money, and then we'll have another altcoin bubble, make lots of money there, and then it'll kind of come down again. Normal market movement, but you can make your money in the cycles and then just store it, and you rinse and repeat and just do it over and over and over and over and over again. Now, why is Bitcoin turning bullish? Well, one of the reasons is the Chinese New Year. Happy New Year! Yes, happy Chinese New Year, all right? I got to see this one up close in Thailand. It wasn't China, but it was close enough. I love Thailand. Oh my goodness. I fell in love with Thai girls. Whew, my gosh, so beautiful. But Chinese New Year, that oftentimes affects cryptocurrencies, all right? Now why? Because there's a lot of people in China that use the money to pay for Chinese New Year type stuff event. This is a theory. I don't know if it's 100% true, but it's a theory. Somebody said it, so it's obviously true. But every January, we see a dip in Bitcoin price, all right? And probably because of the Chinese New Year. I mean, if you saw, every day they're celebrating the Chinese New Year. I was in Bangkok for 4 or 5 days. Every day they're having a big Chinese New Year celebration, and I think it's for the whole month of February. So that probably costs a lot. They probably can't put their money into Bitcoin, so they pull it out, spend it all on that stuff. Once they're done spending it, they can put it back into Bitcoin, and then everybody turns bullish on Bitcoin. Next article. Crypto scams have affected over 1.2 thousand Australian investors in 2017. Guys, this is something that's absolutely crazy. I mean, just because there's lots of money to be had in crypto, I think that's why. Because there's lots of money to be had in crypto, because there's lots of people just believing that, what is it? When something's too good to be true. When something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Yeah, well, guys, I mean, when something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. There are all types of scammers out there nowadays with all types of things trying to take your hard-earned money, your hard-earned cryptocurrencies. So, guys, do your due diligence. Don't be silly. I mean, this is just talking about some specific instances, but there are all types of scams out there. I mean, you look at BitConnect. That was a scam. You look at people okay, so those of you who watch the channel, guys, I'm never going to ask you for your money for you to send me something to my address. So if you get an email from me or a tweet or something that says send money to this address, that's not me. But that happens. That's happened with other crypto YouTubers, and people believe it. They're like, oh yeah, I'll just send you everything I have, you know? So don't be fooled by scams, all right? And also, don't believe the hype. 5 largest ICO exit scams. Guys, this is why when I do research on ICOs, when I say to look at stuff, don't just take my word for it. Because even though I make YouTube videos, even though I read a lot of white papers, even though I do a lot of research, I can't figure out everything. And there are lots of snakes in the grass. There are lots of wolves in sheep's clothing. And yeah, so this is 5 of the largest ICO scams. There's Plexcoin, all right? $15 million they stole. There's Benabit, $2.7 to $4 million. Opera and Ebits, $2.9 billion. ReCoin and DRC, $300,000. And this is my favorite, Ponzi Coin. Stole $250,000. They were aiming to be the first legitimate Ponzi scheme. Guys, if you gave your money to Ponzi Coin, I hope you learned your lesson. I hope you learned your lesson. But if not, guys, I'm putting together Ponzi Coin version 2. So if you want to do that, we'll have that ICO coming up soon. But we're not. But anyways, here's the best thing about this article, okay? Guys, when you make a mistake, it happens. We're human. It's part of being human. But when you make a mistake, learn from it, okay? Because that way you're further along. Even though you may have lost some money, whatever, at least you didn't lose the lesson. So here's the lesson. 6 questions to ask with ICOs. All right. Number 1, read the ICO white paper thoroughly. Isn't that funny? I didn't even write that there. They wrote that there. They told you to read the white paper, not me. All right. Does the concept make sense to you? 2, what problem is the product solving? Does it make business sense? A very important question, because if there's no problem, why bother? Why just tokenize something for the sake of tokenizing something? That's just silly. Number 3, study the team and their experience. Dig into their history, LinkedIn, and previous jobs. Hint, scammers will sometimes use fake pictures. So use Google's reverse image search to search the pictures. Also, don't just trust what's on LinkedIn because anybody can write anything on LinkedIn. So verify it elsewhere, like on the company's webpage, things like that. Number 4, check forums. So yeah, look at the forums to see what people are saying about the project. 5, make sure the ICO is using an escrow company to handle their ICO. All right. And then 6, take a look at what the rating companies are saying about ICOs. Stuff like ICO Bench, different ones like that. I always take a look at them because if it's not above like 3 stars, you probably don't want to head into that one. That's risky business. Risky business. So don't believe the hype. All right. Now, on to the next thing. This is great. Polish central bank secretly funds anti-crypto YouTube propaganda videos. You know who owns the Polish central bank? The Rothschilds. They own all the central banks except for a few countries that are, like enemies of the United States. So there's like, I don't know, I think it's like Iran and a couple other places that the United States doesn't like. Why don't they like them? Because they're not owned by the Rothschilds. But they are funding anti-crypto propaganda. Like a video by this dude, or I think this dude down here that's like, I lost all my money in crypto because I bought it all-time highs and then I sold when it was super low. Or because he, here's the thing. Yes, banks don't like cryptos because maybe if you can trust your bank, you give them your money and something happens, you can get your money back. It's supported by some insurance and blah, 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 blah. Whereas with crypto, you are completely responsible for your money. Okay, you send it to the wrong address, you lose your private keys, you do whatever, you lose it. All right, so you're your own bank where you're more responsible. However, guys, with crypto, you just don't put your money in something you don't understand. If you don't understand cryptocurrencies, don't throw your money in there. If you don't understand Bitcoin, don't put your money in there. Like, that's the easiest way to lose it. But once you do understand it, it is powerful. Revolutionary. It will change the world. Talking about changing the world, in this article, 64% of Germans are aware of Bitcoin. And I put this up there because I'm in Germany now. I sprechen Sie Deutschland. So I'm in Germany right now for Lisk's relaunch event tonight. I will cover a post-show afterwards and interview Max Kordek tomorrow potentially. So hopefully we'll post that too. He's a very busy dude, but hopefully, fingers crossed. But so we have that going on. But here's the crazy thing. When I was traveling, because I was in Thailand yesterday and then flew through Sweden to get to Germany. And by the way, in case I don't say it enough, I just want to say thank you guys. Like, all of this is possible because I talk into my computer, you guys watch it, and then I get to come to these events. Freaking rad. So I don't say it often enough. Thank you very much at home. Everyone watching, everyone subscribing, clicking the like button, all that fun stuff. Thank you. However, when I was in Sweden, at the customs thing, I don't know why. I always get nervous going through customs. Like, I'm not doing anything illegal, but I'm like, what's going to happen? But the dude started asking me questions. He's like, what are you doing there? I'm like, conference. He's like, what type of conference? Cryptocurrencies? And he's like, oh, Bitcoin and stuff? And I was like, yeah, you know about that? And he's like, oh, yeah, it's pretty popular here. Which is crazy. And then, just because, I was at the airport, had a few hours to kill, I was chatting up some ladies, and one of them was from Amsterdam. We were talking. We got into how I make YouTube videos. And she's like, oh, what about? And I was like, cryptocurrencies. And she's like, oh my goodness, Bitcoin, everybody's talking about that. And it just blows my mind that everybody's starting to hear, or more than starting to hear, about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies. It's becoming commonplace. Now, not everyone invests in it yet. which is where we stand to gain because this is a giant Ponzi scheme. Bubble, whatever. I don't know, or it's not. I don't care. I just want you to post stuff down in the comments. So you can post what you want down there. But yeah, the more people that get into it, the more money flows into it, the more money we make. However, if more money doesn't flow into it, it still can be used as a transactional currency, making it not a Ponzi scheme. Booyah! Now, but yeah, so we're in it early. I still think so. Now, that's it for the news. What do we do next? We look at CoinMarketCap for what's been moving this past week. What are the big gainers? Well, we have Litecoin up 55%. I mean, everything's in the green this week, so that's a happy week. When everything's in the green, it's a happy week. We got Vechain up 69%. Love it, Vechain. Love it. What else do we have? Omi's Go is up 45%. Verge is up 46%. Ah! Yeah, I know, right? Everybody loves Verge. Waves 50%. Zclassic 55%. And then, what else have we got? Here we go. Polymath up 92%. And a lot of other stuff. Chainlink 55%. So everything's in the green, which is good. Everybody loves the green colors. Sentiment Network 77%. I mean, guys, I know we look at this stuff, and I'm just saying like up 50%, like, bah. Do you realize how long it would take your bank account to go up 50%? Like, considering most bank accounts are 1% or less, okay? It would take like a lifetime for your bank account to go up 50%. So, at least 36 years, something like that. All right, now, taking a look at why things are moving up. Well, Litecoin right now is not, I mean, it's approaching all-time highs. It's not there yet, but $250 per Litecoin. Man, wow, crazy. I remember back here, before it had this giant shoot up, how like a Litecoin over $100 just didn't seem real. But now, totally normal. Totally normal. And why, guys? Well, Litecoin, we all know. Transactional currency. All right, very popular one. Why is the price shooting up? Potentially because of this. Cash, as I call it. Litecoin Cash. So basically, there's some guys who want to fork Litecoin just to make some money. That's it. They're not really trying. They say they're trying to like improve it because they want to do this better exchange type of thing. But really, it's just a cash grab. Charlie Lee says it's a scam. Don't fall for it. Guys, you remember those 1.2 thousand Australians who got caught in scammers? Don't fall for this one. I don't know. I actually don't know what's too much about what's going to happen with Cash. But yeah, I mean, they're just taking the name because if they named it something different, if they named it like Poop Coin or Doo-Doo Coin or, you know, whatever, nobody would buy it. But because it has the Litecoin name, everybody wants it. And that's why a lot of people are buying Litecoin right now because they want the free Cash. That's what I'm going to call it, Litecoin Cash. Now, there was this article, I think, was comparing it with Bcash. Yeah. Another thing, whatever, scam. Tonevase says scam. I asked him specifically, I said, because he's huge about Bitcoin. I said, well, what do you think about Bcash? And he said, scam. Scam, no development team. Just Roger Ver and Jihan Wu. Scam. All right, maybe I'll make an episode about that one day. I would like to. Next one will be Vechain. Vechain has just been going up and up and up and up and up. Man, I did an episode about it, I think like back here, when this first initial bump, where you can see that, it was probably like 38 cents. I did an episode about it. Now, how much would that be? 3 times 7? Damn, up 20 times, and it's probably not done even yet. I mean, Vechain has a lot of stuff going on. They have their rebrand information. So they're in the process of rebranding. All right. And what do? Basically everything integrating huge blockchain platform using RFID chips, all types of stuff to help make this self-circulating, scalable, trustless, distributed, all that fun stuff, all those buzzwords. And why does the price keep going up? Because every day they're announcing new partnerships. Like this one with real estate innovation giant Yida Group. Okay? They just have all types of stuff. They're celebrating the Chinese New Year, but all types of partnerships. And people love that. All right? People love that. More money flowing in, more partnerships, bigger business. Whew, just keep on growing. It's going to keep on growing. And then the next one, Zclassic. Wow. Zclassic was at like $2 beginning of December. Now it's at $185. Holy cow. Why is that? Well, because everybody wants their free Bitcoin Private. I mean, that's just it. free coins. Everybody wants their free money. So, you can have something cheap, you get something free, and then more free. Everybody wants free. Now, coming up soon, the Be Private date, February 28th. That's coming up very soon. It was $2, now it's like $180. And what is Bitcoin Private? Well, first off, Zclassic is a fork of Zcash, which is a fork of Bitcoin. So they've got that going on. And then Bitcoin Private is a privacy version of Bitcoin. So everybody wants that. Everybody wants to get it for free. They know Bitcoin forks usually go between $200, $2,000. So they want those things for free. That's why they're buying their Zclassic. Is it too late to get in? I don't know. Depends on the price. I mean, you could get your free Bitcoin Private by holding your Zclassic or your Bitcoin, either or. Next one, guys, we have Polymath. Polymath is up at $1.50. Recently going up quite a bit from around $1-ish. And what is Polymath? It is the securities token platform. Now with tokens recently, especially ICOs and everything, we want these utility tokens to get around the legalities of everything. But Polymath is aiming to solve the securities token thing because people do want securities tokens. And they have PolyCon 2018 coming up February 28th to March 3rd. Oh, I wanted to go to that. It's in like the Bahamas or Bermuda or something like that, but I'm already traveling then, so I won't be able to. But they got that going on. I think a lot of big name brands there, so if you want a vacation, go to PolyCon. Now, basically, I think why Polymath is going up in price, number one, because it's somewhat new. Number two, because there's a lot of money in securities that want to flow into cryptocurrencies, that want to tokenize their securities. So Polymath is going to enable them to do that, and they've got this sweet, bull to help them with it. All right. So that's what's going on with Polymath. And lastly, last one for today, Chainlink. Chainlink price is back up. Now Chainlink price, I mean, if you look at the Bitcoin comparative, it's been all over the place. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. What is it? It's a smart contract oracle for connecting Ethereum smart contracts with all types of other stuff. Why is the price going up? Well, they have their alpha out, and then also they have the Chainlink node in Go language, so new programming language for the Chainlink. That gets people excited. That gets the price moving. Guys, is this where the price could end? I mean, if they can become the Ethereum oracle for connecting Ethereum with everything, the sky is the limit. But for right now, rank 83, $271 million market cap, doing pretty good. So guys, that is pretty much it for the episode today. If you guys want to find out how to win the free Ledger Nano S, you can go to crypto-love.com/training. Click up top where it says enter to win a free Ledger Nano S cold storage device. And lastly, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing for daily videos on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And tonight, I'm making an extra episode today about the Lisk relaunch. I'll be recapping it. And then coming up in the future, I'll have an interview with Max Kordak, hopefully. Fingers crossed, So stay tuned for that. It should be coming up a few hours after you see this one. But other than that, just thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys later. Love you very much. Peace.